Alright, so let's talk about hygiene at tournaments. Basic essentials that you need for tournament. At tournament, I've been going to these FGC events for over since 2009, and I've been traveled to various states: Chicago, Indianapolis, Kentucky, Atlanta, Vegas. As far as I can remember, I think those are the basic ones that I've been to, that I know of. Oh, Ohio. Let's talk about going to tournaments. Now, a lot of people, you have people that like to go to tournaments by themselves. Now, in this video, I want to teach you how to go to tournaments on a budget. Everybody probably has a certain budget that they work with in order to go to these events. There's been times where I went to tournaments on my unemployment check when I was unemployed, and I made it work. And I'm going to show you, I'm going to teach you how to make it work. With that said, let's get into it. So, the first thing that we want to talk about is your group. Find out who's going in your community. Find out who's going to the event. You want to at least try to go with people who are responsible, and they got their license together. You know, they have a car. You want to make sure that the people that you're going with, when you travel with these people, you want to make sure that the people that you're going to this event with are like responsible. Now, what I do is when I go to tournaments is I try to roll with a certain crew per se. Like when I go to tournament, it consists of certain people that I like to be with when traveling to these events. You can travel with the wrong person and you will have a shitty experience going to a tournament. You want to find out who all's going to be in a vehicle. Are you renting a vehicle? When you guys get there, are you guys rooming? So these are things you need to find out when you're going to a tournament. You want to make sure, A, who's driving? B, who's getting the hotel room? C, are we renting a vehicle? D, how much do I need? That's the key. You want to make sure that, to make sure you know exactly what you need when you're going to a tournament. Now, let's say going by yourself to an event can be very costly. So let's take final round, for example. It's coming up. It's next month. Plane ticket from Michigan to Atlanta right now, it's going to run you about $250 for a round trip. If the hotel rooms are sold out, you're going to spend at least about $400 just if you're staying at the venue where the tournament is at. So you're already investing about $600 into this tournament. You didn't even add your venue fee and your games that you want to play. So this stuff can get real pricey. You can spend about a good $1,000 to go to these events. That's why you see most people are always asking for sponsorships and everything, or asking for GoFundMe's to, get them to go to these events. You got to put those cost factors into play when doing this. So you want to know how much the venue fee is going to be plus your video games. Venue fees can range from $30 and up just for venue only, and then per game it would be about $10. So if you're playing like 4 games, that's $40 off top, plus your venue fee, that's $70. So you need to keep in mind, you make sure you pay for that early. That is the reason why the events always have pre-reg, because for one, it saves time on you waiting that long ass line to register for your games. Then they gotta make the damn bracket because your ass did not want to register when they gave you the opportunity to register. And if you register at the door, it's going to be expensive. Most people charge, like combo breaker, $90 emergency registration. You want to pay $90 for a venue? Good luck with that. So you done already spent about $70. So we're gonna say 4 games, venue fees, $70, whatever. That's $70 you need to have off top paid for in advance before you go on a trip. Make sure you got that paid for in advance. Have your games and your venue shit. That way you ain't gotta worry about nothing. That means when you get there, all you gotta know is what pool I'm in, what time I'm playing, so I can win. That's what you need to worry about when you get to the venue. Traveling to the event, like I said, you can take the plane, it's gonna cost you a lot of money. Or B, you can drive down there if driving is feasible. If you I'm not saying you're gonna travel freaking like a day to get to an event, but you want to, at least if you're gonna drive with people max people in the car, including yourself, about 5 or 4. You want to be comfortable because you might be sitting in the back seat. Whenever I go, sometimes I was driving, so I at least try to make people comfortable, so I at least fit 3 other people in my car when I was driving, just so people could be comfortable, because if we're going to be in the car for a long period of time, you want to be comfortable. So I at least, if I got the room, if I got 3 people I can fit in the back, nope, I'm fitting 2 at max, because you never know. So people can just be comfortable. You get everything in order for your event, for your cost for you to drive. Now, what I did was, I'm always fair when it came to traveling to these events. So like if I drove, let's say like for example, I was driving to Frosty Faustings one time in my Dodge Magnum 2005, RIP to my engine on that bitch. Gas wasn't cheap at the time, so I told people, look, I need at least $30 from each people, from everybody, and that's including myself. And the reason why I say this is because your $30 is going to pay for us getting there and us getting back. So that's $15 per person on a Dodge Magnum at the time. To fill that bitch up, it was like $60, $60-$70 to fill it up. You got 4 people in the car and everybody's paying $15. I'm putting that's a full tank of gas right there. That money, it's already paid for. You got your gas part paid for. So the other 15 is when we get back. So we got to pay for the gas money to get back. So off the top, you should have $30 already set aside. You should already have your gas money for the driver set aside if they're taking their personal vehicle. Now when they take in their, if someone's getting a rental, then I don't know about everybody else, but what I did was, when me and Shelton took a van to final round one year, we had everybody pay a portion. We found out the total price. Me and Shelton paid for it in advance. We had people pay. We had people pay for it, individually. We divided it up of how much to the T of how much people had to pay for us to get there, and plus on top of that, gas. So it wasn't like we were trying to make profit off anything. We were making it fair, and so people can go. So people with less money that couldn't ride in the corn van, they could roll with us, because we made it. Everybody had to pay a portion. You got your car situation set aside. You got to get your hotel shit right. I always typically, if I'm driving, I typically want to ride with the person who I'm staying with. So, and vice versa. If I ride there with you, I should expect to room with you. No, nothing, no less. Okay? You wanna be together there, back, get in, get out. Not, you don't want to be finding out where you want to stay or where you're going to stay. You should have that all figured out before you leave to go to a tournament. Evo's coming up. To get a room for 4 days at the venue at Mandalay Bay, it's going to run you about $1,000. So if you do the math, you can do that. It is possible for you to do that. You get about 4 to 6 people in the room and divide it up. It's good. It's feasible. It's cheaper that way. Stop thinking that you got to spend thousands on going to these events because you think because it's so far, and you think, you got to learn how to link up with people. Find people who's going in your community and see exactly, what's up. 3. You get there, make sure you bring stuff that you need to bring is clean clothes, some deodorant, bug sauce, cologne, toothbrush, toothpaste, soap if you want to use your personal soap or body wash or use theirs, and clean socks. I shouldn't have to tell people this, but yeah, clean socks do matter. You don't want to be there stinking. You don't want to be that guy that's at that event stinking. Alright, like that's been the focal topic of every tournament that I've been to. The funk level just be on bang. I remember when I went to my first final round. Shin Blanca had a sign that said, if you stink and we find out that you stink, that you'll be disqualified for the tournament. I was like, damn. Only tournament that I've been to where the funk levels were low was last year at Combo Breaker. Make sure you got the shit that you need. The reason why I say that, because see this little thing, see this little vial right here? This is a travel size cologne. It's not cologne that I paid for. You can buy this little travel size cologne spray at like Perfumania or anything, and it costs like $10. And that's that. You don't gotta bring your whole bottle of your cologne. You can literally just bring like your travel size stuff like that. Make sure you got a brush too. Make sure you have a brush at all times. You got your phones, make sure you have a charger. Don't try to use everybody else's stuff. Make sure you got your own stuff. Make sure you pack a bag. Now let's get to the money part. So when you at these events, you're gonna want to buy stuff. You're gonna want to buy food. You're gonna want to buy stuff at the vendors. You're gonna want to hang out, and you're gonna want to drink if you're old enough to drink. You gotta make sure you got the money to support your hobby, because You don't want to be that guy at the tournament that want to get drunk, but you can't get drunk because you ain't got the money to get drunk. You don't want to be that person that want to go out to eat at the nice restaurant, but you can't eat at the nice restaurant because you ain't got the money to eat at the nice restaurant. So you're going to eat some McDonald's. When you go to these tournaments, man, you gotta treat it as like a mini vacation for 3 days. I would say, besides me going to Vegas and having a good time there, I'm going to say when I went to Texas to Absolute Battle, that was one of the most enjoyable tournament experiences that I've had. And the reason why I say that is because I didn't stay at the venue at that time. I stayed with Shelton and his wife and his kids, at his house. It was me, German Luger. We stayed at his house. We wasn't at the venue all day, every day. We'll come in, pop in, see what's going on, pop right back out, go hang out. You know what I'm saying? It's best, especially if you find somebody that's from that city and you can stay with them and you go and have them, show you around, and y'all go to like various restaurants and shit to go eat and everything. It's so good. Your tournament experience would be good instead of being at the venue all day, every day. Shit, I remember one time when I went to my first final round, shit, Corn was trying to drag me along to the strip club. I was like, I've never been to the strip club, so I didn't go. I was like, nah, I'm good. Try to find ways to move around, hang out at tournaments. Just you gotta treat it like a vacation. Don't bum it up. But that's all I'm gonna talk about with that. So I hope you guys like my video, like my opinion on the matter with this. So, but let's get back to work.